Hey everybody, welcome on into Tavali Design Studio. For those that don't know, my name's Nicole and today we're here for a Stitch With Me. It's a Floss Tube Extra, it's a live stream, obviously, and we're going to do a little bit of stitching today. So I'm just sharing over into Facebook, so just bear with me for just a moment and then I will get into the day. I evidently cannot type one-handed, so let me just move. Got stuff all around me at the moment. And yeah, that should go up, and then I will post that. There we go. Right, that's done. It is posting over in Facebook, so yeah, so our friends can join us. How is everybody this morning? Let me know what you're working on. And yeah, I'm running a bit behind this morning with posting and stuff like that, but you know what it is. It's a little bit messy at times, and yeah, this is where I'm at. So anyway, we are going to be doing a little bit of stitching today. So we're going to do reverse sprints, what we call reverse sprints. That's where we do through our crafting bits, and then we yeah, have a 15-minute break, 10-15-minute break, go grab a cuppa, do a little bit of stretching, do whatever we need to do. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do today. Very casual, not a lot happening. And that's it. Anyway, let's have a look and see who's joined us today. Christina has bombarded me everywhere with this today. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, everybody, it is my birthday today. I turn a grand old age of 56 today. So yeah. So now I'm in the second part of my decade of my 50s. So yeah, so don't know, not doing anything, very rarely celebrate it. Just, yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, but thank you, Christina. I appreciate it. Hello. And our favorite little saying that we have: a cross patch, draw the latch, sit by the fire and spin, take a cup and drink it up, then invite the neighbours in. So go and invite all our friends to come and hang out with me, and that'd be great. Thank you very much, Kasha. I appreciate it. Saw it on the calendar this morning. Thank you very much. And saw Christina's post. It is on my phone. Yeah. Tanya's also here as well. Hello, welcome on in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah. It's always weird, birthdays. Never really know what to say, but thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much, Glenda. Thank you, thank you. Hello to Christina, Tanya, and Kasha. Tanya's inside Christina and Glenda as well. So yeah. All right. So we're working on Humming of Bees. We're using my colour palette, which is inspired by the colour palette on this, just what I had in the stash. So that's what I'm using. I've done a conversion on this. Once I'm finished it, I'll post what my conversion was and whatnot. And I've got a couple of little things done over here, so it's not so blank now, which is absolutely fantastic. All right, so yeah, anyway, one person's watching. Nice, and that's me. Anyway, it is what it is, right? All right, let me just get rid of all the things. Get rid of that because I don't want my little computer to go, oh my God, I'm not working. I can't do all this. What you want me to do? So yeah. Anyway, as I said, we're working on Humming of the Bees. I'm now doing some of the things up here. So I'm almost finished this bird here. Then I've got a little motif to just do here, a little motif to do there, and then a crown over here, and then I'll move on to the bird down here, which is sitting on top of another basket. So I should get a lot of that done. Not necessarily today, but we'll get as much as we can get done today. Oh my God, this basket. It did not get any better after last week. And then I filmed for Sunday and yeah. there was lots of unpicking on this one, but I got there in the end. So I definitely got there in the end. So yeah, it did not go well for me, but anyway, it's now done. What is going on over here? Okay, something's going a little bit weird. Sorry, I'm just getting, like, my mates are sending me all the memes. So yeah, anyway. So yeah, anyway, and Kasha as well from Tanya. Nice. So yeah, so anyway, we're going to do as much as we can today. I'm going to finish this bird. Just trying to find the chart because my chart sort of fell apart, and so I've got bits and pieces. I'm going to have to restaple it together once I'm finished, and put that away. So basically, we're just going to stitch along. So I encourage you to grab out your stitching or whatever project you're working on, and yeah, basically come and hang out for a bit. And yeah, anyway, what am I looking for? I'm looking for a banner. Where is it? Good morning, friends. Say hello and let us know where you're watching from, what you're working on. Don't forget to subscribe and do all the things, because yeah. And I'm just making sure that I have all the bits and pieces turned on, because I am known for not doing that at times. It looks good on the screen, like when I look at it, go and look at it through, like through YouTube itself. It looks pretty good on the computer. So look bloody huge on a TV. Geez, that's close. Because I know some of you watch on the TV as well. So yeah. So I'm almost finished the bird. I think I've got about 4 or 5 rows to do with the bird, which is good. And let me just change that to there. That's done. So subscriber mode just went on, and that's all done as well. So I can get rid of that now. Yeah, awesome. Kasha saying hello to Tanya as well. All right, let's get some stitches in, shall we? I'm going to switch over to my magnifiers. That means that the comments won't be going up because I can't see them. But I periodically check to see what you're all talking about and stuff like that. So let us know what you're reading, working on, if you're planning, cleaning, productivity, whatever it is that you're going to be doing. I'm going to be here for 3 45-minute sessions. So I'm going to start the timer on my phone when I find it. That's what I'm looking for right now. And yeah. All right, let me just get my little timer out. And we're going to do 45-minute sprints. And then that way, when you hear the time, you'll hear my timer go off. We'll have a break. And yeah. And have all the fun. Yes, you are here. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with YouTube lately. It's like they're not even pushing out live streams, because like the numbers have just dropped right off on that. I normally have about 8 to 15 people here on a Thursday, give or take, my Thursday, Wednesday evening. But over the last couple of weeks, I've just noticed there's been a great dip everywhere, not just here, like on a lot of people's streams. I don't know if anybody else has noticed or not. But yeah, there's just been, I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of changes happening in YouTube at the moment, so I can only assume it's happening for that. So yeah, but anyway, we're here. That's all that matters. I'm going to chill out and hang out for a bit. And yeah, as I said, we're going to do 45-minute sprinty bits, but these are reverse sprints, so it's not quiet. I know that that's not everybody's cup of tea, but that's what we do here on a Thursday. And yeah, and hopefully we'll get some stitches in. So I am going to mark off as I go because I'm bound to make a mistake if I don't. So yeah, so let me just do that. So yeah, so right now I'm in the middle of doing the bird, and like I said, I've got I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rows left of the head, and then I've got the beak to do and the eye, and then that's done. Oh, and the tail and the wings. So yeah, there's still a little bit to do on the bird, but it'll go pretty quickly. And I'm about to snip out all of these waist knots as well. Just put this final stitch on them. So that has now buried all of that, which is good. Let me get rid of that. Ta-da, gone. So for those that don't know, I think most of you that are here know that this is on the downhill run. We're trying to get this finished by the end of September. I still have a ton to do, but we're almost to the end. And I realized that I forgot to post over on Instagram for my book of the day, and also I think I might have forgotten to do YouTube as well. So I've got to fix all of that up today and get that all sorted. And then September is going to roll around on Tuesday, and I'm going to be doing some more stitching on this to get it done. And hopefully, I mean, if I don't get it done, it'll be damn close, for sure. Like, it'll be so close to being a finish. I do have to, in the next couple of days, which I think I might do on Saturday, because we've got reset sprints on Saturday. I think I might actually go through all the WIPs that I'm pulling out for October, get that all ready to go. I've got to film a TBR, but I have no clue what I'm going to be reading next month. So yeah, I'm also a little bit like, could I be bothered doing a TBR? Does anybody actually care what I'm reading? Because I've got a lot of the Booker price stuff going up. So yeah, I might not do a TBR video, and I don't know. I'll have to play that by ear. So yeah, see where we end up. All right. Because lately, I mean, I haven't really, like, I've got a TBR at the moment because I'm just, well, not really, because I've been popping in and out of it. But I have been just reading audio, like listening to audiobooks off my NetGalley to get them down. And I've done pretty well with that. And I've interspersed the books that I had as well with that. So 2 were off NetGalley, and then the rest were just ones that I acquired. So yeah, so I've got to do, I'm working through the scripts and everything for that. So tomorrow, while I will be dual streaming, I will probably just be trying to do the finalization of scripts and all that sort of stuff. And then on Saturday morning, I'm going to be, while we're doing reset sprints, every sprint, I'm going to be filming. And then I'm going to basically take all of, like, edit as many of those videos as I can on Saturday as well. And then I'm going to take my computer with me, because I'm going to pick Neroli up from work. And then I've got to basically, I'm either driving her to Black Butter or I'm dropping her back here. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. And then I'm heading over to Brendan. So I'm thinking that I might just have to do a couple of hours of editing while I'm over at Brendan's. I don't know. I'll see how I go. If not, I'll sort it out. That come Monday, I'll just have to, and Sunday night, start in and then just start dropping videos on that, because I'm a little bit behind with the videos, which is a little bit frustrating, but it is what it is, right? I knew there was a reason why I still had that yellow there. Oh, I did that again. I cut the, now I don't know where, oh, there it is. Silly me. I got rid of the way, like, I had this pulled through the fabric up here, and I took it off this morning because I thought I finished with it. Evidently not. Oh, right. So yeah. So today marks the beginning of the second half of my 50th years. And yeah, don't know how I feel about that. But anyway, it is what it is, right? Um, right. Now, what have I got to do here? Right. Got to do here is where the beak starts. Um, so basically today what I normally do is I treat this as my personal new year. So this is a time when I reflect over the past year of what I've achieved and what's changed and all that sort of stuff. And I set some personal goals for myself. And yeah, and then I work towards them. And they're generally like personal growth or something like that. Does it always happen? No, not necessarily. But sometimes it does. So that's always a good thing. We've had a couple join us and make some comments. Tanya says my productivity is a zilch at the moment. It's still in bed, too cold. That's fair. It's very early for you, 7 o'clock in the morning. Brianna's also joined us. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. Need a coffee before before function kicks in. Hi to Brianna and hello to Brianna. So yeah, everybody being super friendly. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. So yeah, so I generally treat today or this for my birthday every year, and I've done this for quite some time, where I have a little bit of a reflection over what's happened in the last year, what's changed, personal growth stuff, looked at my goals. I have to find my notebook because I did write it down last year because, you know, old age and all, forget and everything. Last year I didn't really have too much that I was going to be doing from memory. Excuse me. And so the biggest one was to be working on my relationship and that with Brendan and make plans for the future and all that sort of stuff, and travel and all that sort of thing. So like incorporate more travel and stuff like that into my life, which I have done that because as you know, we now have a camper van. On this past weekend, I went down to my friend's place. I've been to the UK this year, like in my birthday year. And I've traveled with Brendan as well, and we've made plans for that. So there we go. We have a bird. So I'm happy that we've done that. I sort of met that goal, and also to work on my relationship and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, so I have been doing all of that, and I feel like I've met those goals. So I was just saying where there's a little motif in here, and there's a lot of counting for that. I'm not going to do that on camera. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, I'm going to just get rid of this thread because there's nothing that's going to go over the top of it. So I'm just going to do a pin stitch. What else did I did want to get the house in order. That was sort of happening slowly, but then got blown out of the water because Savannah came back and brought all the furniture with her, and now it's disorganized again. So we had like half a pass on that one. So yeah, to spend more time with Brendan and take time for myself on the weekends with family and stuff. I've accomplished that. We do that every Sunday. One of the ones that the family didn't know is I wanted to sort of get family dinners up and running, and now that Savannah's back, that it's also happened as well. So yeah, so lots of little things like that. As far as personal growth goes, I didn't really have much of a goal except for just to, work on relationship and, make myself more of a priority, and all that sort of stuff. So I feel like the stuff that I can remember, I'm pretty sure that I'm missing something. But the stuff that I can remember, I feel like I've achieved that. I probably could have improved somewhat, but that's okay because I can still work on them. Like, it's not just because I now have to work on something different. This year, I want to focus more on, again, more on my relationship, more on travel with my partner, and seeing more of my country, and work a little less and all that sort of stuff. So just it's weird. Okay, so it's just stuff that I want to do, that I feel like will give me a better scope of what's happening in my life and stuff. So yeah, oilcloth is the color I'm looking for. So yeah, to focus. One of the other ones is to be more actually connecting with my in real life friends a little bit more too, because we've all had a bit of a year this year, and so I want to make sure that we do that as well. So continuing on, it's the last one I look at. Continuing on with, you know what, that color is so close to that top one. I'm just going to use it. So just basically making sure that I make time and for, personal friends in real life. Sorry, I'm just looking for a needle that doesn't have a huge thread in it that I can just get rid of. So yeah, that's one of the plans this year. So I have more travel happening. In March, I'm going on a cruise for a week with my girlfriends, and so that's exciting. And I've got travel with Brendan, so to see the country, so that's exciting. So all of that sort of stuff is sort of happening. As for the slowing down on work number, I don't know if that's happening or not, really, because I feel like I'm doing more and more every day. But I will eventually. So work-wise, it's just slow down a bit, but then focused, be a little bit more focused instead of just flitting from one thing to another, or, tomorrow's another day. Actually making a concerted effort to improve filming and all that sort of stuff. So that's sort of what I want to do there. And that's a constant though. As for personal growth, again, I want to be focusing on me. I want to focus on my health. So pretty much starting on Monday, I'm getting back out and I'm going to be walking, and I'm going to be focusing on my health. There was a reason why I was starting then, and that is because it is a personal, growth thing. So I want to be, while I'm traveling and all the rest of it, I want to be doing, some bushwalking and all that sort of thing. So, so there's a lot of little nuancing things that I need to do, and different areas that I want to focus on. As for productivity, actually, I would like to get all of my quilt tops that I've ever made quilted and done. And either rehoused or at least in the linen press where they're finished and they can be used. So yeah, there's that. Because that's not been happening at all. I think I've got I have a huge tub full of quilt tops. And as I said to Savannah, even if I only stipple all of them, it doesn't matter. At least then they're done. So some of the new things I want to learn is I want to, so for in my craft life, I want to, I want to get those quilts done and dusted. I also want to learn, expand my knowledge on crochet. And I also want to learn how to knit and actually knit a garment. So that's something that I want to do this year. even if it's just a little tank top or something like that for summer. I definitely want to be able to make something. And I want to learn something new this year as well. So, and I want to go and do more crafts outside the home. So I'm not like actually go with friends and do workshops, sort of like what I did on the weekend. We went to a craft show. So I want to do more of that as well in my crafting life. So there's little areas of my life that I like to sort of work on. And and so that's just some of the things that I'm thinking about doing. And of course, you know, if it's, I'll probably just take you along for the journey. And whatnot. And of course there's reading. I actually have been thinking about my reading a little bit more lately. And I'm actually thinking that next year I won't actually be, I don't think I'm going to tally up what I've read next year. So I think I may be just, of course, I will still be doing NetGalley and all that sort of stuff. So I have, reviews and stuff that I'm going to do. But I think I want to focus more on the quality of books that I'm reading. So I'm going to become a little bit more selective with the books. And I want to incorporate more nonfiction into the repertoire, because I've actually been really enjoying the nonfiction that I've been reading as well. So I want to incorporate more of that into my life. And yeah, so, and one of the saving goals that I have, I want to save. So I've got money for, money for jam, so going off and traveling or going to these craft shows and all that sort of stuff. So I want to incorporate a savings plan as well, like just for that. Like I mean, I don't really have much savings anyway, because we're still in the throes of getting rid of like mortgage and all that sort of stuff. So a lot of our money goes to that, and also building a little bit of a, stockpile of crafts and stuff, which I've got that down pat. So yeah, but anyway, I sort of want to incorporate that, so I've got a bit of savings there. And so there's lots of little things. I haven't written any of these down. These are just things that I've been thinking about. So later on today, after I've finished here, I'll go and grab my notebook, and it's just a notebook. I just scribble stuff in it and all that sort of stuff. And anytime I'm feeling a little bit waylaid, I will basically pull that open and go, right, well, I need to work on this, so maybe we should do this today. And as for reading and stuff like that, I don't know that I'm going to do any like personal challenges next year either. I think that it might be a case that I am just going to read, obviously the prize list and all that sort of stuff, but I'm just going to read what I want to read, right? And enjoy the books that I'm reading. Not that I'm not enjoying them, but I just want to narrow it down a little bit. So yeah. Raleigh has joined us over on a Twitch. Hello. So has Paul. Welcome on in. Thank you, Brianna, for the happy birthday. So yeah, just stopping by to say hi to everybody, says Paul. So hello. I'm not really a mood reader. I'll still probably have a TBR, but I mean, when I pick my TBR, it's generally for the stuff that I'm in a mood for, right? So yeah, so there's that. Sorry, my hands just feel really dry today, so I'm just putting some cream on just to stop them from feeling really dry. So yeah, so I just sort of like, I'm not going to be doing, like I said, any challenges as such. I think that I just want to stop doing that, because it's not taking away from my reading, but I feel like I just feel like I'm rushing everything, right? And I probably am not, but I possibly, it's making me feel that way. So I figured, well, if it's making me feel that way, maybe there is something to it. So yeah, so I'm going to slow down a little bit in that aspect. And yeah, and hopefully I lose that feeling. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I just got to count for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. It'd probably help if I put the magnifiers on. Hello. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Come up there. All right. So yeah. Oh. Almost made a bit of a tangle on the back. Raleigh says from a watching from a Twitch, so welcome on in, Raleigh, and says that would kill my hands. Nice job, thank you. Hello, did you just click on here and realize it was my birthday? How are you, husband? That's funny, because that's what happened, right? I know you well enough to know that that's exactly probably what happened, because I've already spoken to you this morning and you didn't say anything. So yeah, but anyway, thanks, hon. Appreciate it. So yeah. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. I do a little bit of personal reflection, and then I just have them to go back to every now and again to make sure that I'm keeping on track. No, got a Facebook reminder, same thing. Oh, dear me. Lucky you were on Facebook, hey? So, yeah. Anyway. Thanks, hon. So that's what I'll probably do this afternoon. I'll grab my notebook and all that sort of stuff. I also am looking at doing more journaling and stuff. Not like Dear Diary type of stuff, not like that, but just, the highlights. And I'm thinking that because I'm going to be doing a bit of travel, I might actually do a travel journal of the highlighted places and stuff like that. What that's going to look like, I have no idea, but I've got all the bits and pieces here that I can use to help me and all that sort of stuff. But I will probably just take a little book with me and have highlights and all that sort of stuff from it, and when I'm traveling. And yeah, and I've got a little sprocket as well, so I can actually print pictures off and have them as stickers and stuff. So that's it's good that over the years I've just been buying stuff and equipment that will help me with all different sorts of things. And the other thing I want to learn this year is in the way of crafts is wood etching. I don't think it's close handy. Let me just have a look. I don't know if it is or not. Let me just have a look. Yes, it is. So I got this ages ago. It'd have to be maybe 3 years ago I got this. So it's a wood burning kit to use on natural untreated wood. And it comes with some different etching tools and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, so I want to learn how to do that. So yeah, so let's see, there are all the tips that it comes with. So yeah, so I want to learn how to do that. I also want my husband, are you still listening? I also want my husband to teach me how to weld and everything that goes with that. So yeah, so hopefully there'll be a welding project in the near future, and then I can do that. And then I'd like to learn how to do scroll work and stuff like that as well, which doesn't that come under forging or something, Brendan? On that, that's epic if that's the case. But yeah, I'd like to do that, and then possibly even film myself learning that process, and just so I've got a log of it. And yeah, because I think that would be I feel like that would be a lot of fun doing that. So yeah, probably also a winter job, a winter craft, because it's got to be so covered up and all that sort of thing. So yeah, it'll be interesting, I think. I don't know how good I'll be at it, but I can at least learn, right? So yeah, so there's a few little crafts that I want to learn as well. There's also a couple of classes that I want to do this coming year as well. And the reason why I take the time to do all this stuff, because I don't want to overwhelm myself with all the, you know, things that I'm trying to do at once, so I can just slowly do it. So yeah. And the past year I haven't really gone and done stitching and everything every month, so I want to get back into that as well. And now that I've got the van, I can, because it's such a big day, because like basically I leave, normally what happens is I leave at usually about 5:30, 5:45, and I arrive at the stitching at about, depending on traffic, because sometimes we hit like road trains and stuff, like, not road trains, cattle trucks and stuff, and so it can slow me down. Not that I speed or anything, but just, you know, it can slow you down when you're stuck behind a truck and you can't overtake and all that sort of stuff. So I sometimes get there either just before 9 o'clock or about 15 minutes after. I think the latest I've been is like 9:30, but I got off. I had to go and get fuel and coffee and all that sort of stuff, because not traveling without a coffee, for one. And yeah, so basically I want to do that. I want to get back into doing that again. And now that we've got the van, I said to Brennan the other day that it'll be good, because I'll be able to go down on the Friday night, go to stitching with Leanne, and then come home on the Sunday. Because it doesn't fit now. It doesn't, and it used to be that I get there and then 4 hours later I'd be driving back home again. So it was a huge day. Sometimes we'd go out for lunch or whatever, but that was rare. And I'd be getting home at like 5 o'clock. So it's almost like a 11 to 12 hour day, depending when I got back home. So it's a huge day. So if I could go down to Leanne's the night before, I can go up with Leanne, and then we can have, you know, travel up in the mornings, and then in the morning, and then just, you know, cruise back down to her place, have dinner, a drink or whatever, and then the next day I can head off. Sorry, I'm just counting. Yeah, that's right. I thought I made a mistake then. So yeah, so I want to do that again. I really enjoyed my time at stitching, and it sort of kept me motivated to keep stitching as well. So that's another reason I want to go. So yeah, sorry. I always, when I'm going diagonal back the opposite way, I always second guess myself. So yeah, anyway. And of course, come November, we have a huge, what's playing out to be probably a pretty big month, because we have Savannah graduating, and Nerily moving into her house. Possibly. That's still a possible. Maybe, we don't know yet, because that'll wholly and solely depend on the building of everything. But it looks like, I think she said November on that. So I'm pretty sure that's what she said the other day when I was talking to her. So it's going to be a big epic month. So I can't believe Savannah's already done 4 years of university. That 4 years went quick. So yeah, that's wild. It's very exciting too for her as well. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to just reflecting over what I wanted to do from 55 to 56, and now I will focus on what I want to do from 56 to 57. And I like having my own little personal New Year, you know, to set, because I don't set New Year's Eve goals, like New Year's goals or anything for 2027. That I do it this way because then it's more personal to me. It's not just I don't know why I'm trying to thread my needle without a needle threader. I don't know what's wrong with my brain today. So yeah, so that's what I do every year. And not every year do I achieve everything I set out to do. And that's okay too. Like, it's just a little, you know, it gives you a little bit of direction. Like, you often hear people say, "Oh, I feel so lost," and all that sort of stuff. I don't have direction. I don't know what I'm doing. And all that sort of stuff. And I'm not a huge goal setter anyway. Guaranteed, if I set a goal, I won't do it. And that this is more just a personal growth sort of thing, and just to keep the momentum happening. And I don't actually care whether I do any of it or not. Like, even if I just set the intention and then decide that I don't do any of it, I'm not going to get to my birthday next year and be all doom and gloom because I didn't achieve anything. Because hello, if I woke up every day, I've achieved. So, you know, like, Christina says, I got lost working on the crochet along, making progress and listening to book 2. I am at 94%. And then I saw the time. Sorry, I'm late. But I was early too. You were. I actually thought you were here. So it's all good. It's all good. Don't stress it. It is what it is, as they say. All right, let me do this one. I'm going to try and do this one. It's a lot of counting, but I'm going to do it. So I've got to count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ugh. Okay. Oh, and it's not even from that one. Damn it. Where can I count from? Oh, that's like 20. 10. Yeah, no, that's too far. From the rose, maybe? Where's the rose? No. I mean, does it really matter where I put it? Because it's just a motif. All right. 10. And then up 3. Okay. We'll go from here. All right. I don't know if that's in the right place or not, but that's the place it's going. So yeah, anyway, at this point, like, as I said, I mean, it doesn't really matter where it goes. It's like, it's just floating in the ether over there, so to speak. So yeah, anyway, I got about 10 of 20 inches done on my version of the cowl. Nicely done. You were modifying, weren't you? So yeah. Cool. It's a big ass cushion. So Savannah got me some flowers yesterday for my birthday. She walked in with a big bunch of flowers and said, "Happy birthday." But she also got me a really nice handbag as well. Oh, no, actually, for my birthday, she got me Taipei Story, but the shipping has been delayed on that. It's coming out of the United States, and it's a signed copy. So yeah, so because all my RF Kong books are actually signed, so she got me a signed, well, she got each of us a signed copy, and that won't be arriving until October now. So but it came out yesterday, or it comes out tomorrow. Anyway, she got that for my birthday. And then she also, there was a huge sale at her work, and she works in a handbag shop, so she got me a leather wallet and handbag for Christmas. But I got it early. She guess you may as well have it now. So And so she got me some flowers. So I actually got something on my birthday, she said. So, yeah. We don't really buy gifts and stuff for our birthdays, like for me and Brendan. We used to put money into a kitty and then go overseas before we had the kids. But I think this time what we're going to do is put money in the kitty and then travel around Australia. So not completely, not do the huge lap, but just do a bit of traveling. I think that would be fun. I also want to like get more into my designing and stuff as well, which I'm planning to do while I'm traveling. Just do a little bit of designing inspiration from, you know, around the country and whatnot. So yeah. Because I've had so much time off crafting too, I think that's why I'm sort of, it's quite prominent in I want to do this, I want to do that. But as I said, you know, like it just gives me a little bit of direction. Very rarely do I feel lost in my direction. So this way I can, you know, if I do have that moment where, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, I can open up this and go, right, well, this is what I was thinking about back then, and this is what I'm going to try to achieve this month, you know, like, and as I said, I don't care if I don't, it doesn't matter. It really does not matter. So yeah, it's just a little thing that I like to do. All right, so I'm just going to leave that there because I may need that again. I've already done it that once and taken it out. But either way, I'll probably leave it there anyway because the number that I've got to do here will depend when I finish this. So I'll just leave that there, and it won't be a hassle being there. It's up out of the way off the back. All right, now we're going to move over here and we're going to start. How many minutes have we got left? We've got 5 minutes. So I will load up my thread and get ready, and we're going to do the crown in the next 45, and then I'll be moving on to the bird that I may end up doing. And no, I won't do that. I'll just I want to get these motifs done because I want to scroll up a little bit further, and then I'll probably come back and do this during the week and just get that filled in. And then probably start doing some, like, I mean, I probably could just fill in the house today because that's all sort of one color. But I sort of want to do the mortar all at one time. So if I want to add a little bit of this extra bits in this darker color in, I can. So that's why I sort of left off on that. But I do need that gold, which I think I do have some over here. Yes, I do. There it is. I don't have to worry about that. So, but I've got 2 more counting. All right. So, where are we going to count off from? This one here. That's the one. This one here. All right. And I've got to count 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, 10. Damn. That's a lot. All right. Okay, I think I got that first stitch in. If not, that's where I'm just going to double check. Yep. All right. Got that first stitch in. Let me just get that out of the way. All right. Oops. And what I do have to be careful about now is that the bar underneath, that I don't stitch around it, because I have done that before. And that is not good. That is not what we want. So I have to make sure that I get it in correctly. A lot of these little spot motifs don't take too long, which is great. So it makes you feel like you're making heaps of progress and you are, but you get that little satisfaction, like a little mini finish. I got 4 of those. All right, that's the first part of the crown. I'll just cross that off. I might end up doing a little bit of the border today too, so we'll see how we go. Right, that's the first part of the let me move this across a bit so you can see what's going on. And there we go. But the alarm is about to go off in 48 seconds. So we'll be going to a break in just a moment. Okay. All right. There's my other glasses. There they are. Swapping around and all the rest of it. The waffle is cute, but not what I need. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, it was chain 35 and I changed 70. Mine is not going to look like a waffle. Okay, well, how come you ended up going so big? Oh no, so yeah. Awesome. Okay, let me just bring the banner up. We are going to go for our break. Let me edit that. We'll be back at 10:15 Australian Eastern, or 10 after the hour. 15 after the hour, sorry. 10. I don't know what I'm saying today. So yeah. Let me put some music on, our favorite little jivey one. And I'll see you in 15 minutes. All right, we are back. That was a productive little break for me. I did the dishes and I cleaned out the fridge. So that was good. So yeah. Where are we up to? Christina says, this book almost feels like a self-help book. The main character is learning all the things I have been told to remember, mainly by you, to slow down and take care of myself. Yeah, it was like a chain 36. I chained 70. Mine is not going to look like a waffle. That's fair. The waffle is cute. I think I missed a lot of these comments. So yeah, this is how big the foam thingies are. Oh, okay. You're making it for a chair. Yeah. Okay. That makes a lot of sense now. So yeah. All right. Let's get back into some stitching. Let me set the timer wherever my phone just went. And then we'll get into our second one. We're going to do 3 45-minute sprints today. And when I say sprints, that is where we are going to be so productive. And then I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do after that. As I said, I think I'll just start making some notes and everything. And I'll probably finish off a little bit of my stuff that I need to film and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, all right, let me just get this to 45 and start. Right. Now, all right, let's get into it, shall we? All right. Where's my little thread gone? Lost me thread. There it is. All this stuff hanging down at the back here. All right, now 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let me just write that down. The biggest job I've got next month is I've got to frog out a design that I done, which I might actually grab it and I can show you what it looks like and what I've got to frog out. I'll grab that in the next break if I remember. But yeah, I've got to frog out a heap so I can continue on with it. I'm not stitching on that until October, but if I get it at least frogged out, it'll be ready to go, and it could potentially be a large finish as well. So I've got to get out. I'm in two minds. Like, I don't know whether just to pull that one out and one other one and then a heap of little ones, or whether that's just going to be too much, or whether I just stitch on one and get it finished. So being the Halloween Quaker. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. So yeah. I guess we'll find out, right? Because sometimes I make plans and then I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do that because it's just not going to fit in. Because at the time of making the plans, it was, and then life be lifing and all that sort of hoo-ha, and that goes right out the window. Let's see how many we've got. 7, 8, 9, 10. One more. All right. Sorry, I'm just going diagonal, and we all know that I need to count because otherwise I'll bugger it up. So yeah. All right, we've got our second part of the crown, and now we'll just do some fill-in. Those diagonal ones always get me. Every time. All right, going across now. This actually is going to go pretty quickly. We'll probably have this done in the next 5-10 minutes. Because like with the crowns, there's not a lot of stitching to them, so it's not so bad. because the stitches are quite spaced out, so it covers a lot of area. Rest my arm a bit. Right. It's been a fairly productive morning, actually, because I did a couple of rounds of crochet on my blanket, monochromatic blanket. So I did that. And I also got some stitches into this as well, into the bird. So that moved me along. And we've got all that done as well. I've cleaned the fridge out and done the dishes. So that's a pretty productive morning. All right. So, okay, cool. Let's just got the top little part of the crown, and that is the crown done. Didn't take long at all, did it? This is why I'm fairly confident this is going to be finished by the end of September. Productive and on your birthday, yeah, right. I don't clean on mine. I wear my tiara. Yeah. Yeah, if it's a weekday, it's just what it is. I mean, I meant to do it last night because it's bin day today, so that's why I sort of done it. So, and if I don't do the dishes, they'll just get stinky, and the cats will jump up at it, and it gets quite warm here, so. All right, that is our crown done. So now we can, I'm just going to park that up there. There we go. That's our little crown done. Now we're going to do a big ass bird. So yeah. Again, more counting. Oh, actually, if I do this border, I can count off that, because then it's only like 2 or 3 and I can't wreck that really, can I? So I'm going to do the border. Now, what color was I using for that? The X. Oh, I've already done that, so I haven't crossed that off. So that is done. And that is done. Right, now I'm pretty sure it's this one here. Isn't it? No, that is not the one. Alright, so we'll move that there. I only have a couple of stitches of that one. Damn. Green Garrison. Is that what I swapped it out for? I don't have it on there. What are you talking about, Nicole? Pine needles. Do I have that? Yes, I do. Oh, I was going to swap it out for Garrison, but I had pine needles already. That's right. That is correct. All right, so I need to get that out of the way. I need to find a little needle, because I don't need that. I'll take that one and leave that up there. The worst thing is I only need a couple of stitches for it. And then it changes colour to, what colour does it change to? Squares, what is that? A caper, which is this green here. No, that's tarragon. And it goes to a lighter colour. Dove. Do I not have caper? No, I've got caper. I've seen it just before. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. I think it's that one there. Yeah. Then it goes to a really dark green. And I've only got like 3 stitches of that one, but there's more of it on the other side. So, all right, you win. Load up a needle with it. Or I can just continue doing this colour, because I'll just double check that it doesn't change again, because if it changes, like, and it's only 3 or 4 rosettes that I'm doing, then, because it is more on the other side. Let me just see what I'm doing. I'm just going to do the same colour all the way. Bugger it. I'll do it until I finish this, and then I can change it to the other one along the bottom, because I'm just going to have to change it again. And it's so close in colour. It's just slightly darker, so I'm just going to go with this one. Until I get to the corner, and then I'll change to the other colour and do that along the bottom. because it's this cut, and then it goes up 2 or 3 on the bottom corner of the other side. And so, yeah. Tap in there. All right. I got 1, 2, 3. Oop, sorry. Hit the camera. Oops. I think if I'm going to do this border, I need to move that leg because the arm. Yes, I am on a roll. Why not? Keep the momentum going. I mean, I've been getting a lot done anyway this week. I have felt really productive this week, to be honest. So yeah, I'm just going to move this arm because I keep hitting it, and I'm so paranoid I'm going to stitch around it. Then I'm going to have to unpick the whole bloody thing. So I'm just going to move it. Such a bugger to get out. It's such a, like, I don't think it had to be as long as the shaft on the screw had to be as long as it is. Like, it's this long. Like, it could have been that. It just takes forever to I know it's got to come through the like through the wood arm and all that sort of stuff. I know why it's long, but even still, there is a lot there that doesn't really need to be there. And of course, you want them tight too, so. Ouch. Right. Okay. There we go. That's going to be a bit better. A little less cumbersome. Take that out. Bring my pattern sheet back up. How the heck did that happen? I have a knot. I think I can get it undone. A knot between where the threads through the needle, at the end threads have for some reason knotted up, and I don't think I'm gonna get them undone. It is sliding, so maybe damn it, slide it all the way up. Might be able to give it a bit of a snip and not lose so much thread, because it's a bloody big knot. See, it knotted and it's caught in my needle. I hate it when it doesn't happen too often, but when it does, it's a pain in the backside because you can't always get it out of your needle without snipping it. So I don't know what happened there. So I didn't lose too much. Okay. Moving on. Hey Melissa, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Thank you. It is coming together. I'm making a few design choices as I'm going because I'm like, it's the border. I'm not swapping threads out and all the things. So I think I've lost my pencil. Where did that go? Anybody see it? There it is underneath. There we go. So yeah, I've decided to make a few design choices along the way. Just because like it's so close in color, there's no point. Yeah, that's right. Like, damn, I'm going the wrong way. No, I'm not. It's okay. It's okay. All right, so I'll be able to count off this next one for the bird, but I might just keep going with the border for a little bit until the next one, and then I'll do the bird in the last 45 minutes, because what have we got left? We've still got about 30 minutes, don't we? Oh no, 15. Wow, that 45 went quick. Neighborhood's quiet today. Normally the dogs are barking. Like, I know the garbage man just went past, but other than that, it's really quiet. Yeah, quiet around here. Everyone's tired. Yep. Yep. I've noticed in the last couple of weeks that numbers have actually dropped off big time on the live streams, so they mustn't be pushing out live streams at the moment. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what is going on, but I still am turning up. It's also the full moon tomorrow, so a lot of people get quiet and reflective. I totally get that. Next month is likely to be very quiet. Things are picking up quietly on the moving front. So yeah, that's all happening for you as well. So yeah. Things start to warm up here, so things start to get a little bit busy with a lot of outdoor stuff and whatnot around here. So excuse me. I got from the crown 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I measured in from this one here, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, I have 2 more to do, and then I'm at the bottom of this page. So, yeah. But I think you're right. Like, a lot of people are tired as well. Yeah, I do try to go to most of them. I've been backing away for a bit. I need to focus elsewhere right now. Yeah, that's it. And also too, like, this time of year is my quiet time of year. When your winter hits, that's when I get a lot of people watching, because especially in the real snow areas, where you're sort of housebound a little bit and you can't get out, so there's a lot more activity on that. But I don't mind. It is what it is. Like, sometimes it gets a bit frustrating. You think, why do I even bother? But I'm persevering. I'm just going to keep cruising along. Has its cycles, I'm sure. And yeah, got a few things planned. I've just got to execute them now. But I'll get there. As I said, I've got a few things that I'm going to be working on when I'm away and stuff. I'm going to like make sure that I have an hour a day where I just focus on design, if not 2 hours, probably not 2 hours, but at least an hour a day minimum, to focus on that. And also like getting stitching done as well. And also too, with the big announcements of like the fact that it's going to take twice as long now to get monetized, and you know, if that's your goal and whatnot, I think has probably disheartened a few people, and it's got a little bit quiet because that happened with the last one. So I just missed out getting into the YouTube partner program before they changed it to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. I missed out by, I think it was like 10 views, and probably, I think you only had to have a certain amount of videos up, which I met, and a little bit of watch time. If I can't remember what it was now, but there was a lot of people got a bit disheartened by that, and they disappeared. So that happens as well. And then they sort of slowly but surely come back. Oh, look at that. I just got to the end of this one. So this is the end of the page where I'm at now that I'm working on. So, but I'm going to come up because I've got a bird and a basket, and then another basket over here, which goes down onto the next page. So, but I will get all of this done. The border done is now, at least the green part of the border. Obviously, there's more to go, but I'm not overly concerned about that, because now I can count off this to count the bird, because it was just it's too far from here. I'll end up making a mistake. So yeah, so there we go. Sorry, just shook that. All right, we're going to go for a 15-minute break. I'm going to go make myself a cuppa and maybe some toast too. I'm a little bit peckish. What time is it? It must be close to lunchtime, is it? I might wait until I'm finished and have lunch and just sit down and relax and have lunch. All right, so let me just get to the banners, and we are going to be back in a little bit. So 15 after the hour. So I'll see you all then. Happy break. Go make yourselves a cuppa, do a bit of stretching, all the things, and I'll see you 11 after the hour. Sorry, 15 after the hour. Well, hello, we are back. How do we go? Let's get the 45-minute timer up and running. All right, timer, start that. All right, we are now going to be focusing on, let me just show you. So this is the bird that we're going to be doing, this little dark bird here, which is sitting on top of a basket. So as you can see, we're making good progress. So we've got that to do. So I'm pretty sure I'll get this bird done, or pretty close to having it done during this sprint. So then it's only 3 more motifs that I have left down here, and I've come down to about here on the border. Let me just have a look. This one here is the one I've come to on the border. So there's only that little bit though, because it just lines up with the top of the peacock's head. So it's that one there. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left of these squiggly ones to go, and then we're at the bottom. So yeah, so we are making good progress. Like, it doesn't look like it because I'm working across this way. Like I'm working it backwards and forwards. So that's why I'm sort of concentrating on this part here, because the other part of it, which I'll just move the camera over here, I've got a little bit more to go down, because this is at the bottom of the page here on the house. Let me just bring it up a bit. So yeah, so I've got, and there's just a little top of the beehive, which is all I've got to do down here, and the bottom of this plant, and then that's done. And then I've got, I think, 8 more rows of house to do, and that's got the 2 windows and a door in it. And then I've got the Smyrna cross to do in this and in the door as well. So I'm making good progress. So I'm thinking that this will actually be pretty close, if not done, by the end of September. So yeah, so I'm just sort of working through it, and I'll be able to, like, I can pretty much now move this up, because I don't know if I'm going to get it finished. So I mean, I could safely put the 6 in there and just make sure that I get it done by the end of the year, right? So I might end up doing that because I'm putting the year that it's finished, so 2026. So yeah, even though I've been working on this for 3 years, I'm not finishing it until 2026. And I've got to adjust the N as well. So I've got to pull this out and add another stitch across here, so it just comes across one. So I'm going to pull out to the base there, and then I'm just going to add 2 more stitches here, and then that'll give me enough to come over and then finish that off, and then that'll be centered, and I won't have to pull the whole thing out and try and make sure that it's even, because it's not even. So it was never going to be even. So yeah, so I really needed to add an extra stitch here and here, but then that wouldn't have been centered either. So there was a whole which realistically it's not really centered anyway. It actually probably would have centered better on that. So I can pull this out, all that out on the N and whatnot, but I'm just going to leave it as, and I'm just going to do the do it how it is. So yeah, so sorry, I just tighten up that camera a bit. So we're going to continue working on here. So I'm going to try and get everything done on the page. I could give you so I've done this. So this is where and I've done that one. So I've just got these to do. So I want to finish all this off the page, and then yeah, and then we'll be good to go. I can scroll up and all that sort of stuff, and the more I look at the house, I'm so glad that I did the dark color on the outside. So I've got to pull from this side here, I've got a lighter color, which is what it was called for, and I just don't like it. It just doesn't seem to match anything else. I know it'll match the mortar, but I think I prefer the dark color on it. It's setting it off a little bit better, and I've got to look at this, not the designer. So I appreciate what the designer's done on that, but as I've always said, the chart is there as a guideline. I can change it if I want to. And that's what I've done. So, right. So the color that I need now is, what's it called? It is called Raven. The color it called for, though, was Tin Bucket, which is DMC 535, which is, let me have a look here, 535. Oh, I don't think I've got any. Yes, I do, which is a dark-ish grey. But I've pulled it out, and I am doing it in a black because it looks more black on the chart. So I'm using Raven. I'm just checking to see if I've got blackboard on here, which I might not have. I don't think I had blackboard. No, I didn't. So I'm using Gentle Sampler. Gentle Art Samplers. I'm using their Raven, which is, it's got a sort of greeny color through it, but it doesn't matter because I've got it on here on the crows, so it's not going to be out of place. So I'm pretty happy with that, and I cannot believe 2 threads just pulled out then. That never happens. Ever happens without a huge mess. So Glenda said hello to we've had Joanne stitching the brickwork. Is it easy? Yeah, because I don't worry about doing the mortar. So basically what I've done is just done the bricks, and so I just followed that, and then I've added the windows in. I've still got to do the mortar on this one, so I haven't done that yet, and that'll just be simply filling in, so that makes it pretty easy. But welcome on in, Joanne. Thank you for being here. And Glenn said hello to Melissa. Melissa said hello back, and Christina has finished their book, and they're starting book 3, which is called, is that Vintage Spirits? I thought it said for sprints there for a minute. That's cool. All right, so let's get our, I've got a hair, the bit of fluff in my mouth. Let's get this threaded and get started on that. I reckon I'll get the bird pretty close to a finish, for sure. Come on, out you come. All right, there we go. That's ready to go. All right, now I've got to count down. This is where I get. All right, so I've got to come down to. So I've done that one. So it's this one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's this one here that I want to count off, and it's that stitch there, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let me just change my magnifiers. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Where did my sheet go? What did I do with it? There it is. Okay. 1, 2, 3. This will be toned down a bit with the brown that I've used up here, and a bit of Dove, I think, as well, is the other color that it is. It's like a, yeah, it'll be toned down quite a bit. So, but I don't mind having some bold colors on here and whatnot. So, oh, look, I did it again. Don't you not? Come on, I'm not. Thank you. Actually, what have I got in here? I do have blackboard. What am I talking about? I'm going to go with the dark. So I'm going to pull that out because that is probably a little bit too dark for me. It's just going to look a bit odd. So I'm going to go with blackboard. I'm just looking at it. Then I'm going, there's blackboard right there. What are you doing? Come out. All right, fine. Don't. Just knot up then. A big knot on the back. All right, let me just get some blackboard out. We'll try that again. That's better. Not as bright, as stark, rather. It'll work a bit better. So just with the colours. Right, this is one that I'm going to have to mark off as I go because, yeah, I'll end up making a mistake. And my bird won't look like a bird. It'll look like a bit of roadkill. And I guess there is a readathon out there somewhere with a prompt for drink on the cover, and they work for that. Cool. Just measured, and I'm about 11 of 20 inches now. Nice, nice, making good progress. That's awesome. Right, let me just cross off the ones that I've done before I make a mistake. Where's my needle? There it is. One too many. Nice. Right, my bird is in the right place now. So I'm working on the bird's tail right now, so it doesn't look much like a bird. I feel like I've been super productive today with my cross stitch. Oh, this is where it's going to get tricky because there's wings and stuff, and I've got it diagonal, and this is where I buggered up last week as well. Oh, frustrating. I mean, it'll be fine, but I just like, oh. But anyway, let's just get into it, shall we? Oh, I'm scared. We got there 1, 2, 3. I think what I'll do is I'll just go up, and then I at least got those diagonal ones done, and then I'll come back down. So it's that. It's 1, 2, 3, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry for anyone that's counting at home. So I'm going under the stitch that I've done because my top stitch goes from the top left to the bottom right, and I've traveled up going that direction with the stitch, so it all looks the same. I'm just going underneath that stitch and into, making sure that I get right under the thread. And then it'll look, the cross will look exactly the same as everything else, but I've been able to travel up. Just a little tip. If you put the top leg in the wrong position, you can just go underneath it, and then you can see it doesn't look any different on that. So yeah, let me just get down a bit closer so you can have a look. So hopefully it'll focus. You can see that all of my crosses now look the same. So yeah, here we go. Get that in the right position. Sorry about that. Make everybody a bit queasy there. All right, so I can cross all that off because that's the top of the bird. And then all of this section in here is a different color. So now I can do the bottom of the bird. And the head's also a different color as well. So, and I can come down here with a jump thread because it's going to get covered by the other color. So it's neither here nor there. So yeah. So as I said, we've come pretty close to getting this bird finished by the end of the sprints. And then we have been super productive because we have got all that is visible on this page of the border done. Like the green part of it done. Obviously, I've still got to do the flowers. We've got we finished this bird off, and we've got 2 motifs and the crown done. So it's not too bad, as well as be chit-chatting and all that sort of stuff, and having to take my magnifiers off and all that sort of stuff. I want to join a readathons so bad, says Melissa. I cannot wait until November, December when I reunited with my library. Yeah, because you're in the middle of moving, right? Got everything packed up. Thought I was hearing things. I could hear voices. I'm like, oh, my book must be playing. No, it's actually the next door neighbors talking, but it didn't sound like it because they were like hushed tones. So I thought it was my book. Yeah. The voices in my head. This is a big ass bird. Like, it's a big bird. Rethread. Yep, house is nearly empty. Photos for the listing on Friday. We put in an offer on a house over the weekend and it's tentatively been accepted. We just need to get ours up for sale. That's fair. That's fair. It's hard when you've got to sell yours to buy another, and yeah, then there's bridging loans and all sorts of stuff happening, and it gets all a little bit much. So yeah, I get it. It's such a stressful time too to be when you're moving. All right, the next one is a little bit higher. Start to get a little bit of definition in this bird. That's a yeah. Hey Atia, welcome on in. And Diggs is also here. What's up? On Twitch. Hey there, no crafting yet, but I want to start making a crocheted kitty toy. Until then, I just started reading Hair of Prophecy by Annalie Sprunner. I'm not sure how to say that last name, but yeah, cool, awesome. What sort of kitty are you going to do? Like a big one or just a little tiny one? So I'm just going to apologize now for all the noise that's about to happen because my partner is actually going to move a car and I've just got to go grab the keys for him. So I will be back in just a second. Hello, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just Brennan had to move a car and it was going to be too noisy, and then he couldn't move it anyway, so I was just helping him with that. I found my keys. I left them in the car. So yeah. All right, let's have a look and see who was here. Christina's saying hello to Atia. And Blue Girl, 94 Blue Girl says, hi, pulling an all-nighter to work on job applications that I've been procrastinating since Sunday. So I'll be here until they're either they're finished or the stream ends. Valeria. Hey, Valeria, how you going? Just Kiwi is about to go grocery shopping and I need to fill up my car with gas. Just chilling out for a few minutes first. All right, so I'm going to finish doing, I'm probably going to be, because I didn't stitch for the last 10 minutes. I'm actually supposed to be finished now. So I'm going to go until 12:30 and then I'm going to wrap up because I now am going away on the weekend. So I now have to do extra filming for the video a day and all that sort of stuff. So, and Brendan is going to be back in about half an hour anyway to move that car. So he's just gone over to get some stuff that he needs and do 2 jobs, which are just around the corner. So, yeah, and it's going to get noisy because they're V8s and they're very loud. And it's right at this window where I'm sitting. So it'll be like the microphone is right at the car. So, yeah. And he just bought me a big bunch of flowers as well. And, yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. They are, so Savannah got me roses and chrysanthemums with some lilies as well. And Brennan got me a big bunch of natives because I like the natives. So that comes with all the eucalyptus and all that sort of stuff. So I'll just pull the camera off so you can have a look at them on that. So they are the flowers that he got me. He got me a bunch like this ages ago, and they lasted forever. So there's a bottle brush in it. Let me just have a look. So there's the bottle brush. We've got some baby's breath. We've got a sunflower that'll open up. We've got waratah as well. And then we've got some eucalyptus and just some native small flowers in there. So, yeah, I'm not sure of the names of them, but they look almost fake, but they're not. And they feel a little bit waxy as well. So, and we've just got a heap of all the natives. The sunflowers, obviously, an added extra in there, but we've got those ones as well. So, just making sure that I've got it up the right way. There you go. So, yeah, that's what they look like. And then they're the ones, let me just sit them down. And then these ones here are the ones that Savannah got me yesterday. So that's a chrysanthemum. And then we've got some roses, some eucalyptus leaves, and some lilies, which haven't opened yet. So they'll open over the next couple of days. So, yeah. So they are the flowers that I've got. And so my house is going to smell divine. But I've got to find a vase. I don't know if I've got another vase. I think I've got one more vase left. So I'm going to be screwed if Neroli gets me flowers. I'll have to go and buy myself a vase. Which is okay. I can buy it on the way to Brendan's this afternoon. So I can always just sit it in the sink if need be. But, yeah, that's very, very lovely smelling flowers. The ones that Savannah got me are very pungent. So they've got a lot of perfume to them. And I'd say that's from the roses as well. So I'll probably take one of the roses and press it, but I think they might actually be a little bit too open, to be honest. So yeah, but they are pretty. And yeah, Brendan was thinking about going away for the weekend because like it's just been an off week for both of us. And so, yeah, so we just like, I said to him, I said, I don't want to, like, I just want to go away. So, yeah, so we're going to go away on Saturday afternoon. And then, yeah, and we'll probably come back on Monday. So, I said to him, I can't do anything until after 1 o'clock. And then I'm like, oh, but Nerily wants me to pick her up at 2 o'clock on Saturday. And he's like, I'm coming back from Toowoomba. I'll just go and pick her a car up and drop it off at the power station. I'm like, yeah, cool, sweet. If you can do that, then you can just pick me up on the way when you're ready to go. And yeah. So but it also means that I won't get much reading done while I'm away either. So, but that's okay. I'll catch up. I've only got a few books left of the booker. I'll just make sure I was going to read just another one off NetGalley today, but I think I'll start another booker one and then finish them off tomorrow. And yeah, I can use them for the book of the day, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, and I'm a couple behind on that. So yeah, just swap them out. He brought me over some bananas and some rice and bok choy and all the rest of it. And he also got me some valerian as well. He goes, here's your $40 tablets. I'm like, I know, I don't normally buy them because I'll just, persevere. I said, but with everything that we've got going on and, being busy and all that sort of stuff, I said, I just need them. And he's like, yeah, cool, no worries. So he goes, bloody hell, that didn't. I said, normally, if I'm going to get them, I'll just get them when they're on special, and then I've got them here. But they haven't come on special for so long, and I keep forgetting. So, but now I have them, which is good. And they're better than going to the doctor and getting a chemical sleeping tablet. I can feel myself getting more and more exhausted because I'm not sleeping and I'm having a lot of broken sleep and stuff, and it's driving me absolutely balmy, to be honest. All right. Okay, so now I need to go up one. It's starting to sort of look like a bird. Not really. It looks like a big grey blob on there. It's because it's got other colours to form that. This is just like the breast and of the bird, so it's got other colours that I will have to add in to get it to even look like it. So yeah, but I am going to do a little bit of filming this afternoon, and I'm just debating whether to do the slow stitching Saturday video this afternoon or tomorrow. I think I might do it tomorrow. That way I can fit. Oh, sorry, nearly knocked my thing over. I can fit everything I need to get done in today. Goes one up from where those other ones are finished. All right, so make sure that if you've been and you visited and you're still here, make sure you give me a thumbs up on this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you're commenting, I know that you've subscribed, so thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I do appreciate that. Of course, I will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is 7 p.m. EDT, for another session. Tomorrow will be silent sprints and then chatty breaks. So be sure to come and grab your craft, and you can come and hang out and be very productive. And yeah, and then we only have 3 days left after tomorrow, 3 days left of August. And so I have a pre-recorded for Saturday, Sunday, and also Monday. So I've got to get that stuff edited over the next couple of days and get that up. But yeah, so I've got pre-recorded because I'm actually not going to be here. We're going to go out to the dam and go for a bit of a kayak. We just need to get away. Brendan's been a bit stressed this week. He always gets super stressed when he's selling a car. So he's doing that this week. One that's been, it's almost like selling off one of the kids, really, because it's been here for that long. So yeah, so he is doing that, and so he's a bit stressed. So we're going to just go away, and yeah, so it's going to be good. Going to go and do a bit of kayaking, bit of campfire, bit of no mobile service, all that sort of stuff. So he's going to pick me up on Saturday, and then we'll be back. I think Monday lunchtime he'll drop me off here, and it just depends what time we get back. So yeah, because you have to pack everything up by 10 o'clock, I think it is. I mean, I don't think they'd really care that much, but you just never know. So yeah, so we're going to do that. So yeah, we'll work out the logistics tonight, and then I'll make a few things here to take with us, like some hard-boiled eggs, and pull out some chicken for wraps and stuff. Make sure we've got lettuce and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, might even make some brownie, or maybe, well, I got some stuff. We've got some bananas that we need to use, so I can either make some banana bread. I got Savannah to get me stuff for brownies yesterday, some choc chips. I got everything else, so I can make brownies, or I can make a chocolate slice. Either way, I've got all the ingredients here. Chocolate slice is probably the easiest and quickest one to do. Brownies is pretty quick too. Well, I could make some pikelets to take with us. So yeah. And Brendan said he's going to make me some little parcels. So we put the salmon into that and we just do that on the campfire. So yeah, it is not the warmest, but the camper van's quite insulated, so that's not a problem. And so yeah. I'm going to finish the grey colour. So I've got 2 more rows, and then we're going to wrap up for today. But as I said, I will be back tomorrow. So it'd be good if you can come and hang out tomorrow, especially if you need to be productive. It's definitely a day of productivity for sure. We'll be doing hour sprints. So the mics will be silent for an hour, and then we'll do chatty bits, which can be anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes. So that's a little bit all over the shop, because it just depends on what's happening in the comments. And I will be streaming to both BookTube channel and, well, actually to Twitch, BookTube, and here. So There won't be much dual streaming happening next month, but there will be a few extra. There'll be our Thursday live streams, and yeah, and then we'll probably do a couple of really early morning stitch with me's as well. I'm probably just going to leave the camera set up here, but my booktube one I'll be set up back in the library for next month. I just had the camera out here because of the simple fact is that I was streaming out here so much. So yeah. And of course, next month I have a lot of videos getting dropped next month because I have all the Booker Prize videos that I've got to do. So they will be going up. They won't be super long. Well, I hope they won't be super long videos. So yeah, going to be try and be as concise as I can with them, and just a general feeling about the book and what I thought it was about. And I don't know enough. Like, I sort of know enough, but I don't know enough, or I don't feel like I know enough about the Booker to go, I don't know why this is on there. But I've only had that with one so far. I'm like, I don't know about this book. I just don't think I'm smart enough to read it, to be honest. I'm just not sure I get it. Maybe I'm not smart enough for the Booker in general. All right, that is the end of the grey stitching for the bird. But I'm not going to get rid of this strand because I do have its eyeball to do. So yeah, which is in this color. So I will leave that there and until next time. So yeah, so this is going to be all the wing that I'm going to fill in here, and then I've just got the which comes up in here to create the head. So yeah, and then we've got to fill in the tail and all the rest of it. But that is it from me today. So yeah, I am going to head off. Thank you. I will enjoy the rest of my birthday. All right, there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of stuff here. Going over tomorrow's page before I head to bed. Yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow. I'll be dual streaming tomorrow. I'm in the gallery if you want to see my project. I will pop in, but I've got to go and do some stuff first on that. So if not, just post a picture and I'll catch up onto it. My time just got very pressing because I've got Brendan coming back and doing all the things. So I've got to get any sort of filming I've got to get done now on that. So yeah, because it's going to be noisy as ever here. Thanks for hosting today. Have a beautiful day. I love you. I love you too, Christina. Thank you. When is that? I'm going away on Saturday. So on Saturday, I'll have Slow Stitching Saturday going up as pre-recorded. Then I will have Patreon sprints to 1 o'clock I may end up starting them at 8 o'clock. And so we get a decent amount in. Then I leave and then Savannah and Narrowly will be here, but then I leave to go to the dam. And then basically I'll be back on Monday. So Saturday will be pre-recorded, Sunday will be pre-recorded, and Monday will be pre-recorded. So on Monday I have the second part of my day weekend away with Leanne. We're just going to show you around her property and stuff like that. We go koala hunting and kangaroo hunting. So yeah, but you'll have that on Monday on this channel. And then I will be back to regular booktube stuff. I'll be starting to drop videos. I think I'm probably going to do one a day of videos, maybe on every second day. We'll see how we go for Booker. And then I'll do my prediction and whatnot. So yeah, I've just got to sit down now and figure out what the hell I'm doing because I've just blown my plans to pieces by going, yeah, all right, let's go away. So yeah, And it's not for my birthday or anything like that, because Brennan was already thinking about it, because he literally forgot about my birthday, which he does every year, because he just doesn't think of it. It's just not his thing. His little ADHD mind does not think about that, and I actually don't care before anybody gets affronted, because we do lots of stuff together, and you know, it's just another day, right, in his mind. So but yeah, he was bringing me flowers anyway. He said he was going to buy me flowers, because I've been a bit off this week. And he goes, now I know why, because it's your birthday. And I'm like, no, it's not that. I'm just really tired, like really freaking tired. So yeah, and I'm also going to take a project with me on the weekend that I'm going to film while I'm away. So yeah, while I'm out and about, and that to drop on the craft channel as well. So yeah, I've got little plans. I will have a great day. Thank you so much. Thank you for the birthday wishes, Blue Girl and Geeky Witch. I appreciate it. No worries. I wanted to show you the waffle pattern. It looks like I'll pop in. I will pop in. I've been watching the video from your trip. Nice. AVADA 24. Let's go shopping. The Tangled Skeins episode 1. Yes, I'm going to be doing more stuff around yarn and stuff like that. So there's going to be more videos around that, and it'll be part of the Tangled Skeined thing. So it won't be, I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I'm thinking that I might do it like a little bit like a floss tube, but it'll just be you know, where I do a video maybe every now and again of a project that I'm working on. So I'm still not sure where that series is going to go, but anyway, we'll soon find out. But that's it for me today, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great day, and of course I will catch you all tomorrow. See you later for a video a day in August. Bye.